1, 2, 3.
Hi, this is your girl Gigi from RIB Radio, where we are made from a man but built by women. And today we are at the Greenwood Cultural Center in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and we're in the building that is commemorating the 1921 riots in Tulsa, which has recently just come to history at a national level. And it was a surprise today to learn that this is a man, Mr. Gurley, that he was actually the founder of the Black Wall Street of America. And he came here and he moved to Tulsa in 1906 and bought 40 acres to be sold to the colors only. So, and he even named Greenwood, which he named after a city in Mississippi. So he had 3-story buildings, 5 residences, bought an 80-acre farm out in the county. He was a founding member of Vernon AME Church. And one thing that I thought was interesting, after the riots, the construction destroyed 35 square blocks of the Black Wall Street of America. And in the court testimony and press accounts, he named the businessman, even the publisher of the Tulsa Star, as conspiring, who inspired the outbreak during a confrontation at the courthouse. And they were indicted, but they never really served any time for it. 2 of them fled, and they never really served any time for instigating this riot that destroyed all of those homes and businesses. We looked at the accounts for people who actually remember it. They remember, bombs were being dropped. They were just burning down things. They said they dug a trench around the city and just was throwing black bodies in it. And all the newspaper accounts disappeared. So it's like they've been trying to hide this history for a very, very long time. But thanks to one of Kendra's relatives, legislator Don Ross, he's the one that fought and brought this back to the front again. If you recall, at one time he was on 60 Minutes and they were talking about the Tulsa race riots of 1921. Of course, having lived here for a couple of years, I was familiar with it. But anyway, so a lot of it was just because the black folks didn't need anything from the white people. So they made sure that they changed that and we would become dependent on their retail stores again. Once again, the heart's very heavy. This is your girl Gigi, RIB Radio, where we're made from a man but built by women.
Hello, this is your girl Queeness, and you are listening to RIB Radio, where we're made from a man but built by women. So I have not been back to Tulsa, Oklahoma in about 7 years, and once again I got to come to the Greenwood Cultural Center and take a look at my great-grandmother, the beautiful Miss Mildred Milburn. I really only met her one time in my life, and even when I met her, she was about, how old do you think she was, Mother?
In her 80s.
In her 80s, and she really didn't say much when I met her. We took some pictures, and it was just a blessing to even for her to be alive and me to get to see her. And you can see from the picture how similar we are.
The race riots.
And the most important part is that she was part of the race riots. Now, she was a baby. She was born in 1921, so she really didn't remember a lot. But on the plaque, she says that she was upset because her father forged the signature of her mother and her grandmother and sold their land allotment because they were Creek Indians to a white man. And he started a business, the business failed, and then he moved to California. So she doesn't have many good experiences from the race riots. And if Mom can just kind of do a little
go around
the room and just show just the different stories that people have.
Oh, yeah.
The race riots. Most
Very
of the people
sad.
were babies, so they don't even really remember it. They just remember their parents talking about what happened. A lot of people owned businesses. They said there were about 2,000 black businesses that were destroyed that day. About 300 beautiful black souls that were killed that day. And they said it was about $2 million of money that was never recovered. I'm sorry, guys. So, my sister-in-law just said this was just so sad and depressing, and while I agree with her, sometimes I like to come to places like this so I can remember what happened, because in order to move forward, in order to know your history, you must understand what came before you. And I think it's a very important time in the Black America right now to see what we had and what we can have in the future. So I hope that I'm able to spread more Black love and Black understanding, because so many times we say we're crabs in a barrel, we can't help each other. And I think that if we focus on just Black healing, we can come to a wonderful place. So once again, this is A Queen is with RIB Radio, where we're made from a man but built by women.